it's Clarice, and today I'm going to be doing another reading update to tell you about the books that I've been reading and what I plan to read next week. But before I get to that, I just want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed to me, because this week I reached 200 subscribers, which I know for a lot of people probably isn't that big of a deal. But for me, I was just abnormally happy when I saw that I'd reached 200 subscribers, so just thank you. But yeah, back to my update. When I checked, I realized that I didn't actually finish reading any books this week. But that's not to say I didn't get any reading done. It also goes without saying that the books that I'm about to mention that I read this week, I'm going to continue reading next week, and those are also the books that I'm currently reading. As I mentioned in my last reading update video, I am rereading the Why the Last Man series just because I kind of feel like it. And I'm still at volume 1. But again, these are the volumes that have 10 issues in them rather than 5, so it's actually 2 volumes, I guess you could say, and I'm exactly this far into it, so I'm actually almost done. I also read a little bit of The Geek's Guide to Dating. This is it without the dust jacket, which looks cool. Well, put the dust jacket back on. I am this far into it. Again, like I mentioned before, I'm not stressing myself out to reading this. It's not a novel, it's just some cute guide to geeks and dating and things like that. So I'm just reading it a little bit before I sleep sometimes, because I don't like reading novels before I sleep, because if it's a really intense and engrossing novel, I'm not going to be able to sleep, and if it's not, I'm going to be falling asleep while reading it and not actually end up remembering anything that I'd read. So I'd rather not read novels before sleeping if that's possible. So that's why I'm reading this before sleeping instead. But besides that, I've also been listening to The Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick, and I'm about 2/3 of the way through that audiobook, probably gonna finish it early next week. I know I watched a movie for this before, but I don't actually remember it much because I wasn't really watching it. I think I was kind of half watching it, half browsing the web. But I'm really enjoying the book so far. I haven't read many books on mental illness, and I really wish that I had read more, so I'm glad that I'm reading this one now. So anyway, as I said, I'm going to continue reading those books next week, and when I finish reading the first volume of Why the Last Man, I'm going to continue with obviously the second volume of Why the Last Man. And of course, I'm also going to continue reading A Dance with Dragons. Yes, I know I'm moving really slowly through this book. This week I actually hadn't read any of it up until this morning, where I read like 2/3 of a chapter or something like that. It's really sad. I'm really finding it hard to motivate myself to read A Dance with Dragons. It's just not as engrossing as the other books. And the chapters are kind of long, and I don't like stopping middle of chapters, and I'm just not finding myself with just spare 15 to 20 minute chunks of time to read a chapter of A Dance with Dragons, and that's why I'm not really getting much of it read, unfortunately. But I'm just trying to tell myself that I'm not going to let myself read The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson until I finish A Dance with Dragons. So I really need to finish reading A Dance with Dragons, even though I'm having a really hard time motivating myself to read it. So I'm just about 36% through it now. Last week I was 35% through it. A little bit of progress, it's something. So anyway, those are my reading plans. What are you currently reading or planning to read? I always love to hear about what you've been reading in the comments down below. So please like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!